Welcome to the phases of you and I. Because just like the moon, we all go through phases. And on this podcast, we talk about the different phases we all go through in life while keeping it real, raw, entertaining, and fun. I am your girl, Danny K.
And I'm your girl, Sammy Soul.
And today we're going to be talking about breaking these generational curses that is
Mm,
lingering on our families.
we gotta
It
break
no
him.
longer has ties to us. No
Listen.
longer.
And say that again.
No, no. It no longer has ties to us.
Period.
No longer.
Gotta break them chains. Throw them bitches
Yes.
away.
Hey,
Mm,
Shondo. So before we jump into the topic, we're gonna say a little affirmation to set the tone for our show tonight.
okay, okay.
What you got going on? What's your
Um,
topic?
my affirmation
What's your
is
affirmation? I said, what's your topic? What's your affirmation?
I am in alignment with my higher self, angels and guides, and with their support, I easily navigate.
Okay, that's cute.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cute for the girls.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
like that.
Okay, what's yours? What's yours?
I am driven by my passion to fulfill my purpose.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So now that we got the affirmations out of the way, we're gonna move on to phase two. Let's catch up with each other. So Danny, how have you been? What's been going on? What's tea?
I'm good, can't complain. Ain't no tea over here, but I do got the juice.
Okay. Oh, oh, okay.
But nah, I just got back from South Carolina because my best friend she got married, and I was the maid of honor. I'm so happy it's over with because I didn't know the maid of honor was so much work.
Girl, yes
I,
it is.
I, I said yes blindsided, not knowing like, girl, you got to work, okay? But it was such a beautiful wedding, a beautiful moment. I had a good time. I got drunk as hell. Like I was so drunk. It had an open bar, and I was going back 2 drinks at a time. 2 drinks at
Two,
a time,
two
going
drinks
back
at
to
a
back to
time.
back. Yes.
Damn.
So yeah, I was by the end of the night, I was slumped,
Sleep.
slumped. Then that next morning, I had to drive 3.5 hours to Atlanta. So that was a struggle driving, but I made it home safe and
That's good.
sound. Thank
I know
you,
that I had to be.
Lord. Yeah, it was a struggle. I had to take me one of my NRGs. If you know, then you know. Then you know, then you know. So that NRG I had took it like midway in my trip. So it did woke me up. It gave me energy. And then when I got home, I'm thinking I'm gonna come home and go to sleep. Whole time I'm up because I don't took my NRG.
Too much
So I was
energy.
like, well, I used that energy to get some work done, started laundry and stuff like that, and get ready for work today.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
what's been going on with you?
Um, so for me, everything's been good. Work has been good. I actually had my first travel appointment with my business.
Okay.
So I went to go travel to do some hair.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That's
So,
what I'm talking about.
yes,
Period.
ma'am. I love the feeling. So I love that. But other than that, it's just been work and just grinding and just keeping myself motivated, to be
Mm.
real. This weekend was pretty good. I had the day off, so I worked on my own business and just been relaxing.
That's good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So y'all, now that we done catch up with each other, y'all let us know like how y'all been doing. How was y'all weekend? What's been new for y'all? What's going on with y'all? Let us know. Hit us up and let us know. So we're gonna move on to phase three, which is the topic, as Danny said, breaking generational curses. I feel like with that, like it is something that is hard to grasp within our community, within the African American community. It is something hard for us to grasp because we always trying to repeat cycles.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like at the same time, a lot of us are coming to terms and be like, you know what? I'm tired of repeating the cycles. I'm tired of repeating the things that my parents went through, my grandparents went through, my aunts and uncles went through. Like it's up to me to change it. So this is a dope topic.
Yes, and um, it's been affecting us for a long time,
Mhm.
and right now is the best time to break these generational curses with everything that is going on in the world, from COVID
Mhm.
to, people losing jobs, to people like losing their loved ones to COVID, and other sicknesses and stuff like that. So I just feel like we've been conditioned and trained to think a certain way, to believe in certain things, to move a certain way. And most of those ways aren't healthy.
Not at all.
A lot of those ways are very toxic. A lot of those ways are holding us back from our greatness, for our potential. It's holding us back from getting to the next level in our lives. And it's like, at what point do we put our foot down, be like, I don't want to go through the same cycle my mom and my dad been through,
Mhm.
my grandma and my granddaddy been through, my great grandparents. Like, at some point you get tired of the same thing going over and over again. Like, my mom went through that, my grandparents went through that, my great grandparents went through that. I'm not gonna go through that. My kids ain't gonna go through that, and then every generation after that is not gonna go through that. Like, we're
Like
breaking all of it.
I really do. I agree with that. I feel like it is up to the generation now to put their foot down and be like, "Hey, it is time. Like it's affecting me, and I won't allow it to go on any further." Um, even down to like anything as pretty much to me, I feel like anything can be like the generational curses, whether it's finances, health,
Hmm.
um, abuse, like things of that nature.
Mental health.
Yeah, like that is generational curses, how we see things, how we move about life. Like you said, we have been conditioned for so long because it's been passed down from generations to generations. And it's like I don't want it, let me put it like this. It's okay. It is really okay to be the one to be that bearer and breaker in your family. Be like, be the one to stop that generational curse. Because for me, I do feel like I am the one that's been placed to, like, you know what, I'm about to break these generational curses. Like, I'm
Hmm.
not about to allow my family and my future, I ain't gonna say future kids because I don't know if I'm having any, but
You will.
huh?
You will.
Not right now, but you know what,
You
future kids.
will.
Girl, stop.
You will. You can't. You cannot deny that.
Okay, no, we're not
You
gonna do that.
will. It is what it is.
So, it's the fact that she sounds so serious.
It is what it is. You will. Like,
Oh,
relax.
okay, but anyways, like it's up to me to stop stop those that generational curse because, like you said, it's definitely been affecting us too long, and the way we think, the way that our
Hmm.
behavior, the way we react to things is that's where a lot of our trauma comes from, these generational curses. Like
Hmm.
that's where trauma comes from, and it's just like, when is enough going to be enough? Like when are you going to decide you're like, you know what, I got to stop, I got to make a
Right.
change, I got to find a different path that better suits me. So
So, like, what are some generational curses that's affecting you?
um one that comes to mind first is finance. I had this resentment towards money for so freaking long. And it's like, you know what? Like, I saw my parents pretty much like, you know what? Always going to work to pay bills and not having enough to do what they want to do. And I was like, you know what? For me, what's the word I want to use? What's the word? I started doing the same thing. Like, you know what? I'm only working to pay my bills, and like if my bills paid, I'm good. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I don't have the funds to have fun and enjoy myself. Like I'm working so hard for these people at this job, but I don't see the benefits from it. I'm not reaping
Hmm.
from it. So my resentment towards money I honestly can say it came a long way because now I realize, like, you know what, it's just a piece of paper. Like, I'm gonna work, but at the same time, I'm gonna start budgeting myself so I can have enough to do the things that I want to do. So I would say that it has been the biggest generational curse that I have overcome because I'm at a point now, like, I'm gonna stop trying to chase the money and pretty much let it be attracted to it. Like, you know what, it's gonna flow to me easily. I'm never gonna be in lack of money. I am abundant. So once I started speaking those things and changing my mindsets on how I view money, like, I see the constant flow of it and the abundance that's with it. So I would say that has been the biggest thing. And for another one, I would say it's communication. um Learning how to properly communicate and not always arguing, like, because I saw that a
Hmm.
lot growing up. Like, you know what, no one, like, it was hard for people in my family to get their point across without getting into an argument, without fussing. And I'm learning, like, okay, you can have an adult conversation and it doesn't have to end up in an argument. You both can get your point across and you don't have to hit below the belt in any way, shape, or form. So that finance and communication.
Okay, I can agree with both you're saying. Um, Finance has been, a thing for me, and that has been because, like you said, resentment, but also the way we were trained to think of money. Like, we weren't trained to, like, think money in a positive way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've always heard money is the root of all evil, and I now don't believe that money is the root of all evil. Because I used to, like, say, I'm like, money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil, and, like, now my brain has functioned to think that money is the root of all evil. So now I'm not attracting money because I think it's evil.
Facts.
So
Facts.
now that I don't have that, like, in my head anymore, it's like money just be popping up,
Okay.
like, at the right time.
Okay.
And I'm just like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. And now I don't believe that money is the root of all evil. I think that I don't know what the root of all evil is, honestly. I'm not
Honest,
even gonna sit here in front, but I don't think that money is the root of all
it's
evil.
not.
Because it's like people, it's some people with a lot of money that are, like, really genuine, they're really kind, they're really
Mm.
caring. So it's like you cannot pin that to being evil. But I mean, there are some evil people out here,
Mhm.
and I don't think it's because of money. It's because of their own arrogance. It's because of them
Mhm.
and who they are and who they choose to be. But that has been one thing, and communication is another thing, because I um shy away from communication when it's like a conflict, or a disagreement,
Mhm.
or just expressing myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to express myself in a communicative way. But I've been working on that within myself, learning how to communicate, how I feel, my feelings, and being more vocal or whatever when I'm in a situation or in a room with, professional, like, during, like, my professional life, and my career, being more open, being more vocal. And I believe that, you know me being able to go to college to further my education, and taking different classes, preparing for the real world, preparing for interviews, preparing for my career, that has also helped me with, like, communicating in front of a lot of people, communicating to other people or whatever. But communication has played some part of me with the generational curse. But also, another generational curse is mental health.
Mm.
It is taken
Yeah.
lightly. It's
Taken too
overlooked.
lightly.
It's overlooked because you already know how it is. We in the same family. You already know. Go pray about it.
That
Pray,
that's
like, I just can't see how you can pray and sit and do nothing and think that everything is
it's
going to
gonna
go
be
away.
okay.
It
Exactly.
does not work like that. Like, yes, God, I am a firm believer in God, and yes, I believe that He hears your cries and He's going to answer your prayers. But if you ain't putting in no work, Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, true. Like I agree with that. He put forth these resources for us to use.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's pray. Like, but what's the saying? Faith without work is dead. I can pray all
Mm-hmm.
day long, but at the same time, if I'm not putting in the work to heal
And
myself
not
or to
only
do
putting in the work, also believing.
facts,
Believing.
facts, like, cause it is it's definitely taken too lightly. Like, oh, ain't no that, like, cause like you said, we constantly heard. I constantly heard growing up, they ain't nothing but a demon, or they ain't nothing
Mm-hmm.
but the devil. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm dealing with these demons, but at the same time, what can I do to stop to help me from thinking the way I think or feeling the way that I'm feeling? Like, what are some things out there that can help me cope? Because I'm gonna pray all day, but at the same time, like, if I don't have no tools or no methods to help me, I'm still gonna be feeling the same way. I'm still
Right.
gonna be feeling down. Still gonna be mad or angry, or upset, or whatever it is. Like, so that the mental health, like, that's a big thing in the Black community. Like, but
Yeah.
I do feel like now it's not what has been before, having
Shout
such
out
a
to the millennials. Shout out to the millennials
exactly,
because we are shifting the narrative. We are definitely shifting the narrative, and we are definitely paving the way for the next generation.
because
Definitely.
I always say it's okay to seek therapy. Like, oh no, you don't need no therapist. Like, we don't believe in, like, I heard that shit so many times. Like, no, it's okay to have somebody to talk to that's out, especially like if you're going through something. I do believe, like, mentally, go outside your family, find that therapist, find somebody that you can actually talk to that's not going to be biased.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can sit there and talk to a family member and be like, oh, well, you were wrong, or they're going to choose and pick a side. No, show me where I was wrong, show me where I wasn't wrong. So it's not a I don't feel like now it's a taboo, because like you said, the millennials, we've been putting it out there, it's okay to seek help.
So another thing is asking for help. Yeah, I just never been like, even now, like, it's hard for me to ask my boyfriend anything for help for anything.
Hmm.
Like, I just feel like I have to do it myself. Or I gotta struggle, or I gotta be strong, or I just have to do everything myself and get it done, because for so long, like, I'm the oldest out of nine, out of eight siblings. Well, out of nine, because I'm older mentally. I'm older than my brother. But for so long, I've been doing things myself. Like, I haven't, and then, like, when people do things for me, I always have to give them something back in return. So I've just been so conditioned with, like, not having to ask people for anything, or not open up my mouth. And even like when it comes to personal friendships, relationships, career wise, professionalism, like, it's always been hard for me to ask for help, or just to ask for anything or stuff like that. So, and I really feel like that's like a generational curse. Cause I see my mom, she a single mother of five kids, and you struggling, but you have resources out there, but you don't want to ask for help. You
Hmm.
struggle, you work your two jobs, your three jobs, to make do what you got to do. And then my grandmother, although she was married and stuff like that, but she's still out here, still working hard, trying to make ends meet or whatever. So I feel like not asking for help has definitely been one. And another big one, this is a really big one, is emotional distress.
I agree.
Emotional distress, y'all. For a long time, I was an emotionalist person. I was emotionalist. And as when I had my spiritual awakening, and as I become more spiritual, I learned, I grew a lot of wisdom. I did my research, I did my studies and stuff like that. Um, I realized that it's okay to show emotions. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to let people know how you feel. It's okay to know that your feelings are valid, and that you don't have to be treated anyhow,
Hmm.
and that people must respect your feelings and your emotions as you respect theirs. So it's just like, I've never seen my mother show much emotions or affection.
Mhm.
And my grandparents, they was together for 40, 50, probably like 50 something. I think it was like 50. My mom was like 55. So they've been together for like 50 something years. Although my grandfather passed, but for 50 something years, I've never saw affection between them, or I never saw either of them show emotion. Only time I see my mom made my grandma cry is in church when they at the altar.
I feel you on that. It like for me, like I saw for for me in it, I agree with you in a sense. Like, but for me, it was a little different because I never saw my dad cry. Like even when his mom passed, when my grandma passed, I never saw him cry, but I always knew that he was hurting. Like
Mm-hmm.
he always said he was hurting, but I never saw him like actually cry. Like for my mom, I seen her cry a couple of times, and I asked like, "What's wrong?" And she'd be like, "Nothing, I'm fine." So for me, it was like, okay, so that's how I deal with it. Like I used to shut down. Like
Mm-hmm.
if something was wrong with me, yeah, I'm a cry, but at the same time, I was also so quick to say, "I'm good, I'm okay." I held it all in because that's what
Mm-hmm.
I was shown, and I thought for a long time I really thought like that was the right thing. Like, no, that's not right. Like I held it in to a point that I had a breakdown multiple times, and it was just like I got to a point like, Samantha, you can't continue to hold that shit in. Like you
Right.
said, like it's okay to talk to somebody, it's okay to ask for help, but it was like I never saw that growing up, so I thought always thought that that was the right thing to do. So that emotional distress, yes, I definitely feel.
It's real, baby. It is real. But I've been able to heal from that. I've
Hmm.
recognized the problem, and I'm pretty. I am not pretty. I'm proud of myself for how I've been showing up and showing out for myself when it comes down to my emotions, because especially in relationships, because people, I used to get called nonchalant all the time. Like
Yeah, I
I would
still get
just
called that.
I just it's just like it just didn't bother me. Like I just have like, okay, like okay, and then like when we did show emotion, you're called weak or a crybaby, or they you get teased for it. So it's just like, I'm just not gonna show emotion. And it's like growing up, I was always teased. Because when I was a little girl, when I was a little baby, I was a crybaby. So when I was always teased for being a crybaby, I was like, well, every time I cry, somebody gonna tease me. Well, how about if I don't cry no more?
Yeah,
How about if I just don't show emotion?
because I used to, like for those who know me and Danny, we're family, we're cousins. Like when
That's
I
my little
say
cousin.
like I'm gonna be real, like if you ever see Danny cry, you know something wrong because it's this girl. She don't cry at all. Like I'm the crier. I will cry all day long. But it's honestly like, and for me, I felt like when I did cry, like I all for a long time, especially when I was a teen, like for a long time, like my emotion for a long time is was anger. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like for me, like I saw that so much in like growing up, like dang, people used to ask me something, why are you so angry, Samantha? And I used to harden out, I'm not angry, leave me alone. With a whole attitude. Like with a saying, I'm not angry, I don't have an attitude. And I used to just feel like, well dang, like I'm really happy, but at the same time, girl, that's not what you showing. That's not what you portraying. That's not what you putting off. So I I'm glad that I saw the growth in my I see the growth in myself to acknowledge like when I'm not okay. Like if somebody asks if what's wrong, are you good? No, I'm not good. And whatever the response will be after that is what it is. But I'm learning to realize that it's okay to not be okay.
Right, that part. That's definitely important, because for a long time I've hold a lot in, and I'm like literally just starting to express myself to even like my friends, and just like vent to them about what I be going through. So when I realized that I was comfortable with expressing myself and not having to feel bad about it or worried about being judged, I knew that it was growth.
And it's like it can be it's such a weight off your shoulder to honestly have someone to listen to you
Yes,
to just
because it's
vent.
like you wouldn't even gotta say nothing, just listen.
That's it. Like, and that's all we be needing sometimes. Like, I don't need no feedback. Just listen to me vent.
Right.
Like, I do this with you all the time. Like, girl, let me just say this. Like, honestly, I don't need a response. But at the same time, it's just like, oh, that felt good. After I said,
Right,
like, oh, that
yes.
felt good. Like, nah, let's
Yes.
laugh. Like, let's laugh.
Now we gonna laugh it off. Like, stop playing.
So,
But yeah, it's very important to show your emotions.
mhm. So, how are you? What the learning and unlearning of generational curses? How do you go about unlearning how to break these generational curses? Like, what are some things that you do?
I put it on the paper, throw it, ball it up, and throw it in the trash because it ain't part of
And
me.
dang, done with it. Done with
But
it.
for real though, um, I just know it's like I see how different things affect me personally. Like things that I've learned. I see how it affect me. I feel like research is very important. I'm
Mhm.
this. I feel like generational curses are being broken because there's so much freaking information out there.
Mhm.
Like Google will tell you everything. So, doing my research, reading a lot, or just like watching videos from, on YouTube and stuff like that, and knowing what is it, what of my actions or my lifestyle or my learnings or, is affecting me or holding me back. What have I learned that, I know that it's not going to help me get to the next level in my life.
Mhm.
Like I know, like for me, I have this conversation with my mother all the time. I always have to like put her in her place because, and I don't fault her for that because it's what she learned. So it's like I feel like it's my job to teach her. She taught me what she know. So it's
Mhm.
like now that I'm unlearning and then relearning, I'm gonna teach her what I know. So she has this thing where she's a firm believer in God. However, you still be worrying. You still talk negative, like, oh, I don't got this, or oh, I don't got that, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. But you can't say that when you're a firm believer in God because power is in the tongue. And I try to teach her and other people in my family that although, you know, it's not in the Bible, but I say manifesting a lot. I manifest, and I'm very careful very careful about what words come out of my mouth and what I talk about upon me. So letting them know that power, like power is in the tongue. That's in the Bible, right? But also, when you manifesting, that equals power in the tongue. So
Mhm.
what you say is going to come to light. So if you keep saying I'm broke, that's why you keep having these money issues. That's why you're always broke because in your head you don't train yourself to know and to think that you're broke. So
Mhm.
now your mind gonna be walking and talking and working like it's broke. You're not attracting all that abundance. So I always tell her, like, what is it that you want? Speak and walk and talk and live like
Mhm.
you already have it. Stop worrying about,
How it's gonna come, when it's
right.
gonna come,
If,
because it's
if
gonna
that's what
come.
you want, act like you already got it. If you have it, what would you be doing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So just start like I'm trying to teach them to like change y'all way of thinking because y'all so conditioned and it ain't your fault. That's what you learn. And it's like you've been learning that for 50 something years. It's hard to break.
It's hard to break. Yeah.
I'm 20 something years old and it's still hard to break for me. So I can only imagine how hard it is for you, how hard it is to break from you. So just being able to do my research and know right from wrong, one, and two, know what's affecting me positively, know what's affecting me negatively. Know what I learned from my parents and my grandparents that I know isn't helping me get to the next level. I know that's help is burning me down or it's weighing me down or it's like emotionally stressing me out. So it's just like unlearning all of that, and then what I've learned on my own, the research that I've done, just learning it and teaching them.
I agree. That research is a big thing, and it's about the self awareness. Like if you're going through something and you realize like you've been doing something, whatever the situation may be, that you have been conditioned to do, but deep down inside, like like this doesn't feel right. I don't feel good while going through this, or my actions or behavior. Like, so identifying those things that is negative, that doesn't bring you peace. So now I'm like, what can I do to change this? How can I change this negative to make this
Mm-hmm.
narrative to make it a positive thing? Like my actions, like I'm gonna speak on like the communication. Like for me, I shut down so much. Well, I used to shut down so much, and it didn't feel good inside. But once I started, okay, expressing myself and opening up, it's like, you know what? Okay, from now on, like here on out, my future kids, I'm gonna give them that safe space to say how they feel,
Mm-hmm.
allow them to truly be themselves. Because for me, I do feel like that was something that was hard for me to unlearn, is to truly be true to myself and to be myself. So unlearning, like, okay, you don't have to hide who you are to please the people around you.
Right.
So I definitely agree with that. It's all about research and just
Yeah.
identify, putting yourself, like looking at your situations and your behaviors in different issues or situations, and the pros and cons. That's how I look at it. Like, so research, talk to someone. If it ain't sitting well with you, then maybe it's something that you need to change and
Yes, ma'am.
figure out how you can go about doing it.
That's for sure.
So, I think we talked about this a little bit. Like, how do the older people don't understand the way we move, as far as like how do you feel, how do you think like the older generation feel about the things that we're, like the god dang, generational curses that we're breaking?
Um, I don't think they feel. I don't because they don't understand.
Hmm.
They brainwashed. Like they are brainwashed. I know. Like okay, so like for me and my aunt, like we're really different. Like I got a big family. My grandmother got 9 kids, a bunch of grandkids, like 20 something grandkids, I think, or 30 something. So like me and my aunt, like we stick together. Like we different. We think different. We move different from everybody else, or whatever. Because we have an open mindset. One,
Hmm.
we're not closed. We're not in a box. We don't believe just in one thing, or just I don't know how to really explain it. But coming from a Christian background, my grandmother, she deep in the church, deep, deep, way down, deep in there, down the dirt road, okay? Down the dirt road, walking to the church with no shoes on. She deep down in there, like on the color purple. But it's like we do things so differently, and it affects them. The way and although we're not hurting ourselves, but because they don't understand how we move or why we move, it's affecting them.
Hmm.
So they look at us and they judge us because they don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, how are you doing that? Or why do you believe that? Or why do you move that way? Or why do you talk that way? Or why do you think that way? It's so different from what I've learned. So you don't need to be doing that. It's not in the Bible.
Yeah,
If it ain't in the Bible, we don't need to be doing it.
and they always thinking it's disrespect. Like, no, it's not disrespect.
Right.
Like, it's like you're being disrespectful. We didn't raise you like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Exactly.
have to understand, like, you know what? Okay, y'all did the best with y'all. Like, yeah, y'all did a great job of raising me. But at the same time, this is my life. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to live my life how I live my life. Like how
Right.
I want to live my life. There's nothing disrespectful about it. Um, and I'm gonna speak on this, like, as far as like respect is given. like, cause I have, I ain't gonna speak on it too much, but like, if you give me respect, I'm gonna give you respect. Like, I'm not just gonna, if you disrespect me, I'm not just gonna sit there and take it. I'm gonna be respectful about it and be like, hey, listen, yes, you older than me, but at the same time, you not acting like it.
Right.
So it's like you said earlier, it's up to us to try to help them change their mindset
Mm-hmm.
and see things in a different view. Like, it's okay to have an open mind. It's not just a straight path. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a right. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a left. It's gonna be curves on the road. So
Right. But I just feel like um I don't know. They just don't understand.
they don't.
It just it's sad, but I I've lost connections to some of my family members because of that.
Same.
Because I know that I know better. I'm gonna do better because I know better. They probably don't know better, so they're not going to do better. But because I know better, I'm gonna do better, and I'm not gonna fake the funk in front of you. I'm not gonna be some one way in front of you and one way when I'm not around you. I'm gonna be the same way in front of you and around you. You're gonna know this is who I am. This is what I believe.
Hmm.
This is what I know. This is what I've learned. This has helped me grow mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally.
Yep.
This is how I elevated in life. So I mean, the only thing we can do is just like do our best to teach them what we know, and
Whether they
they gonna
accept it
take
or
it. They
not.
take it. They
Yeah.
don't. That's on them, baby.
And that leads on to, like, setting boundaries. Like, if you have those people in your life that's just a firm believer, like, no, this is wrong, like, whatever you're doing is wrong, like, it's okay for you to set those boundaries, distance yourself, because at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, like, you stick around in that circle, you're gonna continue to get pulled back into repeating
Right.
those same cycles, having those same curses in your life, and moving forward in life. You're never going to see yourself grow, and you're going to sit there and wonder, like, what the freak is going on. So it's okay to love your family, your friends from a distance, if it's for your well-being,
Yes, ma'am.
if it's like
I
you got to.
love my swear. I love them hoes, but
But
she,
I listen, I
I
would
can't
love you
be
from a
around them
distance.
hoes.
Yeah. Like, I love you, but I don't like you. I don't like your behavior. I don't like the way you move, and it's okay to say that. Like, it's okay to be that way. Like, if that's gonna bring you peace, then do it.
But it's just like so much history behind all of this. Like from the beginning of slavery when they first shipped us over here. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like we've been brainwashed.
Mhm.
Like we've literally been brainwashed. We're still being brainwashed, and like they're in a sunken place. They are really in a sunken place because a lot of the way a lot of the elder people move is based off how
The
they were
slave,
taught,
yeah.
their parents was taught, their grandparents and so on was taught because of the white people.
The palm color.
Right.
Like,
So it's like I don't fault them for that because that's what their parents taught them. They've been learning that for 50, 60, 70, 80 years.
and it's hard. Like, it's
And
like
they stuck. I know I
they,
I know mine stuck.
yeah,
That's just it.
yeah.
Sometimes they do, sometimes you have to like explain it to them. And they get it for a little while, but then they go back.
But
They go back. Like,
and it's like when they go back, it's just go deeper.
girl.
Go deeper.
I'm
Like,
like,
come on out of
it's
there.
okay, sweetie, relax.
Come on out of there.
Relax.
Trying to help you.
Right. You ain't gotta
I gotta
you
do
ain't gotta do all that.
that.
But it's a process, but I'm just extremely happy that, this new generation, we are really breaking generational curses. Like we are
Mhm.
really putting our foot down. We are not falling for the funkity funk that y'all were taught back in the day. We're not doing that. We're teaching. We're unlearning and learning. We're
Hmm.
healing.
That's
We're
what it
we're, we're
is.
going to therapy. We're tapping into our ancestors from years ago spirituality.
Hmm.
The spirituality that was stolen from them, the spirituality that they call witchcraft.
Witchcraft, yeah.
Girl, I
Yeah.
know you lying.
What happened?
Guess what's on TV?
What?
The Color Purple. Girl, I promise you. Girl, I just said like
What
that's
she
how you
said?
know we're aligned. That's
Okay.
how you see this is what I'm talking about. That's how you know we're aligned. That's how you know.
Dang, that's wild. That's
And
wild.
honestly, I feel like our ancestors now are like really proud of us
Oh yeah.
because they see us trying, they see us working hard to shed the light on, our elders who
Uh,
don't understand. And they just probably looking like this is what we fought for.
hmm
Like, we fought so hard for this. Like we got whooped, we escaped, we boycott. And although right now it seemed like we still in a messed up situation and there's still racism, there's still slavery.
But we come so far.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we not where we were at. And at
Mm-mm.
the end of the day, we I feel like as time go on, we are really gonna be at the top. I
Oh yeah.
remember um me and my aunt, we were talking about the percentage of black people and white people, the percentage of different ethnicity in America. And I read something that says that, black people are going to be at the top.
Oh yeah.
It's going to have the highest percentage. And I honestly feel like, because me and my aunt was talking about this, a lot of the black people, I feel like me and my aunt was talking about how black people has a higher percentage right now because we was going by the census, right?
hmm
So we're think about the all the black people that don't do the census, the black men that's in jail. How many black men are in jail? How many black people are in poverty that don't, they're not educated on it. They don't know anything about it, so they can't vote. They don't do the census. They don't do any of that. So it's like if you really look at the percentage of black people in the world, black people are really taking over, and that's why they're trying to bring us down so bad. They're trying to
hmm
stop us. And if you see, like, it's so many black business owners now, so
So
many
many.
black wealthy and rich black people right now. Like, we are winning right now, and they're still trying to do their best to still tear us down. Like, we still have to boycott. We still have these
To
white
fight.
ass
Yeah.
motherfucking pigs and KKKs out here trying to, kill our brothers and sisters and killing our brothers and sisters. And they think that, they're going to get away with it,
And
or,
ain't.
they think they're winning. But at the end of the day, they don't even understand the power of our ancestors, because what goes around going to come back around.
Oh yeah.
And
Karma
baby,
is
if
a
you think that you're
bitch.
going to kill one of our brothers and sisters and think you're going to get away with it, then you're going to have like a peaceful life going forward, I promise you,
Oh,
our
it ain't.
ancestors is going to hunt you down.
Huh.
Don't
Won't
play
be
with me.
sleeping peaceful tonight.
And won't. Because they're gonna be right at you. Yeah,
They been waiting for you at the door.
the dough.
So like it's really up to us. It's this generation now. Like I'm so proud of us. We got to continue to do what we are doing and pretty much opening up more people's eyes to see like, hey, you don't have to live like this. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to continue to go through these same cycles. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have the power. We have the power to change our lives and
We
to
have we
change.
have the power to live the life that we want to live.
Exactly. We are magic. We have that power to change. And it's at the end of the day, it's all up to you whether you want to change or not. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you constantly saying like I'm tired of struggling and you're not doing anything about it, then you're honestly I'm gonna look at you like you're not tired of struggling.
Right.
You
And
you
that
want
and
to
that
continue to
goes
go through
with
that.
what we said in the last podcast when I was just talking about how I was writing in my journal. It was the same thing over and over again. I
Hmm
didn't see no progress. But baby girl, what are you doing? What are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? What do you like? Reevaluate yourself and try to figure out what you need to do to to where you don't have to have this same complaint every time you write in your journal.
Hmm.
And honestly, ever since then, I haven't wrote in my journal about that anymore.
So, like, we have the power. You can change your life. You can be an inspiration to other people's life. Be that be that one, be the chosen one to break these generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
Be the one in your family to show light, shed light to other people so that they can fall in line. They can, like, hey, like, I see you doing your thing. I see you doing this. Like, how can I start doing that? Like, be the one that they come to. So
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
breaking generational curses all 2022,
All 2022,
all
baby.
the rest of your life.
All of it. All of it. All of it.
Like, the
Period.
time is now. What are you waiting for? What's the commercial? Oh, I just thought about the commercial. You sit on the couch all day, every day. The CDC commercial, the college commercial. What?
Anyways.
Like, what are you waiting for? It's up to you. You are the chosen one. Follow
Yes.
your path. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we've been put on this life for. Like, you have a purpose.
Yes.
I truly believe, like,
We
this
all have purposes out in these
mhm.
streets.
This generation, we are a bunch of healers. We have the power to.
Yes.
We are a bunch of
We
healers,
are,
like, for
girl,
real.
we so powerful. Like, we are so powerful just
Tap
thinking about
into it.
everything that we've accomplished from COVID. Like, we thought that COVID was going to be
Okay.
the end of the world, and they come out, people coming out of COVID millionaires
Oh,
with more money than
listen.
they started off in COVID, starting businesses, going back to school, getting degrees, building families. You know what I'm saying? So they do a lot of things to try to tear us down. But when we have control over ourselves, can't nobody tear you down.
Be the change that you want to see.
Yes, ma'am.
So go out there and break those generational curses. Stop playing. What you waiting
And that's on Big Purr. And while we breaking these generational curses, we gotta learn how to set boundaries with our family. Like
on?
I had to. Like I know, like, for a long time I was a big family person. I still am a big family person. Like, I always, like, I just wanted to be around my family. I want to do this with my family and that with my family. But as you get older and you become more wiser, um, I just feel like I was a chosen pick out the
I
bunch. Because I'm just
I
like so totally different from everybody.
I seen
And I'm so misunderstood.
that part. I know I am. I know I'm the weird one in my family. I know that. And I gotta come to terms with that. But I seen a video and the lady, she was speaking on generational curses, and she said something like the ones that's in the family that pretty much will be like the outsider or
Mm-hmm.
isolate themselves, the ones that go through the most are the chosen ones. Those are the ones
Mm-hmm.
that are meant to break these curses, to shed light to the family. And I truly believe that, like, on some real shit, like, cause baby, I ain't going through all this for nothing. Something got to come out of
Girl,
this.
something. It's giving me very much something.
Something gotta come.
Something.
Nah, but for real, it's up to us. Cause
Yeah,
I know for
be
me, I'm breaking these generational curses.
so, like, what do you do to set boundaries within your family?
This is something I'm working on. To be real, this is definitely something I'm working on. But something that is letting them know, like, I'm not always in a space to where I can take on other people's problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning to say, like, hey, I'm not about to deal with this. Like, I don't, like, no disrespect, but I'm not in a space right now to handle your problems. I'm still dealing. Like, I need you to boss up. I need you to be an adult and handle this and figure it out on your own. It's not for me to be me, but at the same time, by you trying to put this on my plate is bringing me down. So I try to use it in that way. That's the biggest thing for me. For me, it's like learning to tell my family, like, okay, because I think for me, I'm that go-to person that everyone comes to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I gotta let them know, like, hey, I'm not in the space right now. I can't take on your issues and my so like I'm not available. So I'm gonna need you to try to figure this out on your own because I can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and honestly, if I'm around family and I just feel like you know what, I try to stay away from conflict. I try to remove myself from any conflict that's going on because I'm not trying to be a part. Like if we're
Right.
not able to handle this as an adult and it's always got to be an argument, I'm just gonna remove myself all the way. Y'all figure this out on your own.
Right.
So I think I
I
stay with
feel that.
myself a lot.
For me, I don't make myself available.
Mhm.
I've been known as, goofy, fun. I'm always down. Anytime family be like, let's go this place or that place, I'm always down. I always have a smile on my face or whatever. So when I do become serious about, and start standing my ground, it's like I become the problem because they're not
Mm.
used to that from me. And like honestly, that really tore a lot of my relationship with a lot of my family members because it's like, okay, yes, I'm goofy, yes, I'm funny, yes, I'm a key and have a good time. I'm gonna tell a joke or two, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna treat me anyhow.
Mhm.
You're not gonna talk to me anyhow. Um, Anything that I do, I don't do to hurt anyone. You know what I'm saying? So you're not about to control my life. You're not about to control what I do. That's what you're not about to do. And I make that very clear. Like I'm Danica gonna do what Danica gonna want to do because Danica know her intentions and it's never meant to hurt anyone. My
Mm.
intentions is meant to help me. My intention is for me. You know what I'm saying? And everything I do is for me, one, but I also do things because I want to put my family in a better position. So,
Mm.
so that they don't have to struggle. But on the outside looking in, they can't see that. They don't understand the way I move, how I move. So, I just don't make myself available for them to take advantage of me or to talk to me anyhow or to try to tell me how to live my life or whatever. So just standing my ground, being firm on what I believe, being firm on what I want, and not allowing them to have control over my decisions or whatever.
I was gonna, I'm gonna add a little to that, like not making them, cause like don't get me wrong, family is family, but also
Mm-hmm.
family will make you feel bad for not helping them,
That
and
part.
that is a thing. Like no, like
I had a
I,
situation with one of your family members. Y'all know I'm a photographer or
mm,
whatever, and she got mad because I told her she had to sign a contract.
mm,
So I'm just like, your family, but business is
it's
business, and I don't
business
play
is
about my
business.
business
You gotta
because it's
separate the
like
two.
you got a job, this my job,
Exactly.
this is my job because you're my aunt. That means you get special privileges.
No,
Like what? If
I
I want to
cannot.
give you a discount, I'll give you a discount. But if I don't, I'm not going to give you a discount. And honestly, you don't have to book me. You can go to somebody else and book their services. That's fine. But she made a big thing out of it because, I sent her email just like every other client. I sent her a contract just like every other client. You don't get no special privileges
It don't work like that.
unless I want to give it's my decision. But I'd rather I give you a special privileges or not. But I don't have to because this is my business. I'm running this business by myself. I'm doing everything by myself. I'm putting in all this work by myself because while I'm giving you a discount, guess what? Your job's still paying you.
Hmm.
Your job is still paying you. Okay, but they on the outside looking in.
Like, oh, you family. I'm supposed to. I get the can't
Mm-mm.
stand. I get the family discount. No, you
No,
don't.
ain't
No,
no family discount, bro.
my prices are my prices.
Ain't no family discount over here.
If you ain't got it, just say
That part.
that.
I ain't got the
Shoot,
time.
and don't. Cause what? But
So before we move forward,
mhm.
do you feel like there has been I say generational curses that you've broken already?
um, Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will say is the two that I work the hardest on is my finances and communication. I do feel like I've come a long way with both. Um, just changing my mindset, and I okay. I will also say how I view things, how I treat people, because I honestly felt like when I was younger, I didn't care about other people's feelings. I didn't understand how to care about other people's feelings. Like I was always, don't get me wrong, I have a big heart. I always had a big heart, but it was also hard for me at the same time to see other people's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've come a long way with that. Like I always thought like I didn't did any wrong. Like Samantha has to always be right, and that was not the case. I've learned to become more self aware of my actions and learning another one, learning how to take accountability. So I do feel like those are the three main things that I feel like I have overcome.
That's good. For me, it's definitely my education.
Hmm.
Because I was the first in my family to get a master's degree within 3 generations.
Yes, ma'am. Come on now.
Oh,
Come on
period.
now. Come on.
um, Another one is like you said, you're trained like how you think. The way that I think is totally different from my family. I'm a firm believer in being very cautious of what I say
Hmm.
and my thoughts. So um, I just don't say anything because things is not working out for me. Like I'm a firm believer of speaking affirmations. I'm a firm believer of speaking and living the life that I want to. I'm a firm believer of doing what I want as long as I'm not harming myself mentally, emotionally, or spiritually or anyone else. I feel like, I can do what I want to do. Also, emotional distress. I feel like I've overcame that. I'm able to communicate my emotions and show my emotions, um, you know, way more than before, of course. Um, and my career, like I will quit a job at point 0.5 seconds.
Who you telling?
I am not a slave to nobody's job. And like even to this day, every time I get a job or I quit or I get fired, my mom's
I'm
like, "You
always
need that
looking for another.
job." I do not need that job. You're not putting that you are not tying me to that job.
Hmm.
I don't need that job. The money gonna
Hmm.
come. Whether
Yes.
I'm there or not, the money gonna come, the opportunities are gonna come. Like literally I said this before in one of the episodes, like literally I left one job and bam, 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 the opportunity just started coming. So it's like I don't tie myself to a job. If I feel like that job doesn't align with me, if I feel like I'm not being respected or they're not taking my mental health or my personal health serious, I'm
I'm
out of
out.
there because I know it's other opportunities out there that is waiting for me. I know that is greater out there for me. I'm a firm, but I've always been like this. And I think it was my little sister I was talking to. I was just telling her how even when I was in college, how everything has always worked out for me because no, I didn't come from a family with money. I struggled in college, but also I knew what I wanted. I knew
Hmm.
that's where I wanted to be. It was times where I used to go home during a break and I didn't have a ride back from school or I didn't have money for this, but it always worked out. I always got a ride back and forth to school. I always had money. Like everything just always worked out for me because I know what if I want it, I'm gonna get it.
Hmm.
If I want it, it's gonna work out for me.
I
Like
believe that.
so, just me being a firm believer in doing what I want to do and not doing what I think that I need to do
I
or
fe-
whatever,
I definitely feel that.
just to make ends meet for the bare minimum. And to this day, I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do. I'm gonna continue to do what I feel is best for me until I am where I need to be or where I want to be, and I'm gonna always want more. So
I
it is
feel
what
it.
it is. I'm gonna live this life that I have. I'm gonna live this luxury life, I'm gonna live carefree. I'm gonna live happy, and ain't nobody gonna stop me
Okay, bars, bars.
because the generation after me, they gonna have it with ease. Like I'm really trying to build to where if I see that my niece or my nephew or my little cousin want to start a business, I can just give them money. Like here's $100,000 and invest in their business.
Yes, ma'am.
Like
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
just really trying to put my family
In a better
in
position.
a way better position that they're in now.
I feel it. I feel it.
I'm
And
trying to I'm trying to invest in property, invest in stock. Like it's all so much stuff that I want to do so that when I do have kids or my nieces and little cousins grow up, I could pass it on down to them and educate them and encourage them.
And I do want to say this, like I am proud of both of us because out of our family, like our immediate family, we are the first out of like to start
We
our
ain't got
own
no
business.
churn.
We don't have no
We ain't got
kids.
no y'all. We ain't got no churn.
We don't have no kids.
I'm
And
about to be 30 with no kid. I ain't
say,
trying to.
ooh, come on now.
But I'm about to be 30 with no kids, y'all. This
Yes,
is very rare in my family.
very,
Very. I don't see
very.
I'm trying to think and see who made it to 30 with no kids.
Just me and you, honestly. That's what. Hold on.
Gigi,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Sylvia don't count.
Okay.
Daddy don't count.
Who else? I think I.
Courtney kind of don't count either.
Oh, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. Cause I'm gonna
But
be
baby,
real.
when we was in college,
I'm gonna be real. I
they
really
they
feel
just
like.
knew I was gonna be pregnant, honey.
No, I was about to say I really think they really thought I was gonna have a child. Out of me
They
and
just
you,
knew.
like they just knew that I was gonna be the one to have a child first. Cause no,
And guess what? Since I ain't had no kids, they just thought I've been a
they
little
thought
whole
girl,
gay little stud child.
they thought I could have a son. All I heard, Tanika like girls. No, Leah,
Girl,
what the
whole time.
whole
I'm on
time,
this.
whole time.
I'm on this. I'm
Stop
on a
playing.
D.
Like we are one of the first to be entrepreneurs and start our own
Mm-hmm.
business and to be grinding. Like so, I'm definitely proud of us for that. Like that's another way that we
Yeah,
are breaking generational curses. We are showing our little cousins and nieces and nephews like you can go out there and do it.
for
You can go
sure.
out there and be your own boss.
For sure.
Like you don't have to be stuck and tied down to no 9 to 5. Cause
And I just want to put out there that I'm not bragging about not having kids or saying that you don't need to have kids before 30. Do you?
mm-hmm.
But the bigger picture is we ain't got no kids.
What? Say it again.
We ain't got no kids.
Shoot.
Baby, ain't got no baby daddy problems. Child.
I'm out of six, out of all my brothers and brothers and nephews, out of all my sisters and my siblings, I'm the only one that don't have children, and it's 6 of us. Oh, come on, pat on the shoulder, pat. We gave ourselves a pat on the back, but
So,
be the one, be the chosen one. That's all. That's all we
yes.
can say. Be the
I keep,
chosen
I keep
one.
saying I'm the chosen one. I don't care.
I know shit.
And
I know I am. Yeah.
I still be fighting battles. I'm not gonna lie, but I still feel like I'm the chosen one. That's why I'm fighting
Mhm.
these battles because God know I can handle these battles. Like it ain't
Mhm.
nothing. Like man, bitch, she gonna handle it.
Because when you look like when we look back on these things, I'm like, you know what? That wasn't nothing compared to this. Like, oh,
Nothing.
I did that shit with ease.
Nothing.
Like, why was I even stressing?
Nothing. And I just really feel like it's our season. Like even earlier today, I just feel like something good is about to come out for me because like
Hmm.
I've been stagnant. I felt stagnant for a long time within my career. Like even within my business, like it's so hard. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it would be this hard trying to find clientele in a whole new state. And like literally I'll be good 1 month and the next month I won't have like no clients at all or whatever because Atlanta is such a saturated city or whatever. Within, everybody doing photography, everybody doing videography. So it's just like sometimes I get discouraged, but that I also know and feel that my opportunity, my breakthrough is closer than I really think it is. And I already told
Hmm.
myself I'm not leaving 2022 without 6 figures.
Oh, that's on period. That
I,
is
I am gonna
that's
have 2022. I'm gonna make 6 figures.
oh yeah.
2022, I am gonna make 6 figures. I don't know how it's gonna come, but I know the plan that I had, the businesses that I'm about to start, and how I'm about to expand my business
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. I'm gonna make 6 figures in 2022.
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all, I just
And
want
you
y'all to
are.
know that we're almost halfway through the year.
and but it's coming though, so I feel it. I feel that
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, at the right time when it's supposed to. But before 2022 is over, stop playing with my cousin.
Stop playing.
Cause I'm on the same thing she on.
I
We
am not
making
one
this
of
six
them.
figures.
I am not one of them. Like
Huh.
I just feel it. I just feel it in my spirit.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel it in my soul that 2022 is gonna be the year of elevation. In
Mm-hmm.
2023, I'm gonna be living out my wildest dreams. Like I'm gonna be in a position where I'm like, dang, I dreamt about this.
Mm-hmm.
I used to it used to be for times like this, to grind like this, so I had to
The shine
shine like
like
that, to
this.
grind like that. And a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. But I'm serious, y'all. I just feel it like
Manifesting. It's already here. It's already happening. It's
mm-hmm.
done.
Buy my loft, buy my mama a house.
Mm. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna
Yes.
have my bus. I'm gonna have my camper. Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But this was good. This was good.
Let's we yeah, just do what you gotta do to break those generational
Yes,
curses. And
ma'am.
that's just that we're gonna say on that.
Don't
And
and
we
don't feel bad, like,
don't
doing things that your family don't approve for your own good, because they're not gonna approve. But once you focus on you and they see you growing and glowing and elevating, they see you, shining and grinding, they may not still understand, but they gonna get the picture, like,
mm-hmm.
that's just who she is, that's what she gonna do, or he gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we gonna move on to phase 4. I like that
What's
title. I
tea
like
in
that.
the streets, y'all?
What's tea in the
What's tea
streets?
in the streets? So we're gonna start off with T.I. and Lauren. So Lauren, she
Mm.
is a
Up.
comedian in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of comedy shows in Atlanta. She's an up and coming comedian, and T.I. was at one of her shows, and they had like a little disagreement, and he called her while she was on stage. He called her a bitch.
Mm.
So T.I. went on live about the whole situation, and then Lauren, she posted on social media saying, my man called her a bitch, and then T.I. was like, "Show me where you called me a bitch, and I'll give you $1,000,000." So she posted a video where he said, "Bitch."
Oh, give her
Everybody seen
million.
it. Like
Why she on stage?
everybody seen when he called her a bitch. But I think that they kind of squashed it, because I know she posted something. It was kind of like a joke or whatever. But I saw that they talked it out or whatever. I don't know what the situation is, but y'all could do your own research. But I met Lauren in 2021. I recorded a video. She was at a Valentine's Day show or whatever, and she did her little stand up comedy or whatever, and I had did the video. I was the videographer there or whatever. And she's a really cool person or whatever. So I'm just glad, like, her, first of all, her followers skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm. She
I
stood
think
her
she
ground.
was under 10,000. I think she was under 10,000 followers. Now she's over 20 something thousand followers.
Cause she stood her
So I
ground.
feel like this is her time. I feel like this is really her time. I hope she really take a really good advantage of this and use her talent to get to the next level. I know she has a son, so I really hope that this situation really, make her situation better for her and her son or whatever.
And let me just put this out here. Ti is just a disgusting human being. I don't like him. I don't
He,
like
I
him.
don't, I don't understand, like, what is
Like
wrong with him.
like his way of thinking and how he think about women is just disgusting. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah, and that goes to show. Like after he had that incident, he got booed on stage. when he was in New York. They literally booed him because, like, sir, they were saying you're not funny. So
I don't think he would be a good comedian.
I, I honestly, I wouldn't even care to just even listen. To listen to his
I'm not
set.
trying to say, okay. I, I just don't. I personally don't find him funny. Let's just put it that way, because I don't want to say I don't think he would be a good comedian, because I don't find him funny,
Mm.
and obviously the people in New York didn't find him funny either. So he needs to stick to rapping.
Just stick with what you know, sir. Everything ain't for everybody. So next we got DJ Khaled, y'all. He received the star on the Walk of Fame. He got his star on the Walk of Fame.
Congrats to DJ
So shouts out to him.
Khaled.
We the best.
We the best.
I got the
Yeah.
keys.
I got the keys to the streets.
So
That's
shouts out
dope.
to him. And oh,
Skip that one. We're gonna say happy birthday to Summer Walker.
shouts
Y'all,
out.
today is Summer Walker's birthday.
She's what, 26,
How old
right?
is she? 20 something.
I want to say she's 20. I want to say she's 20,
She
about
20
26.
something.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can see how old she is. She 20. It's her 26th
26.
birthday.
Okay.
So she's an Aries. It's Aries season.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an Aries. Okay.
Happy birthday, Summer.
That explains her emotional distraught, bipolar, emotional
Summer just
distraught.
wanna she just be weird. Like, honestly, she just be in her own world, and I get it.
Yeah,
I
but I
get
mean,
it.
I personally love Summer Walker. I don't care who don't. I know
I,
somebody who don't, but
like,
you gotta
listen,
understand to understand.
the,
Like a spiritualist
exactly.
know what spiritual is. Like and it is what it is. I love me Summer Walker.
I
She does
listen
what she want to do, and she don't do anything to try to be to try to
anybody else
fit
fit in.
the media norm. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just on some. I am who I am. This is what I want to do. Like it is what it is. Okay, so now we can go back to Kurt Franklin's son. He was arrested in Beverly Hills and held without bail. He was charged with a misdemeanor. I'm trying to see for what, because it didn't
I
say.
don't think it said, because when I looked it up, I don't think it said. I just think it was just a misdemeanor. And this is the same son, if y'all know, like a while back, he got into it with.
He has to go to court on Tuesday.
Shouts out to him. I hope his dad be by his side, because
Yeah,
regardless,
so
still
last
your son.
year, Kurt Franklin and his son, they had a whole little big thing. I said a whole little big thing. Yes, I meant a
A
whole
whole
little
little
big
big
thing
thing.
on social media. They was going back and forth. He was trying to call his dad out and stuff like that. What did Kurt Franklin do? Did he cursed at him or
Yeah, he
whatever?
cursed at
Because
him.
his son was being disrespectful. I would have done the same thing. Okay, you're not about to disrespect me or try to call me out on social media. Think I'm gonna curse? Bye bye. Boy, but
Listen,
I brought you in this world. I'll take you right out
Kurt
with my
Franklin,
sperm. Don't play with
girl,
me.
he was on some shit like, you a whole grown man. I can't keep giving you money. You better
Right.
do for yourself.
Somebody said, I see why Kurtz was snapping. Ooh, but yeah, so just like now we see, Karan. What's his name? Karan. Carry on, Karan. Get it together.
I'm about to say, get it together, son. Get it
Sound
together.
like that.
Y'all, I like this person that we about to talk about now. He's just so funny to me. Kodak Black lawyer says judge grants him what did it grants.
Go to the next one because I gotta find the story, or you can find it.
Okay.
So y'all, JT, Meg Thee Stallion, and Jasmine Sullivan was together, and they was showing out. Okay, they was
I
really showing out, and I'm here
that
for
gave me
that.
so that gave me so much life to see them three
I want to
together.
see them all on a track together. Honestly,
Listen,
I wouldn't mind seeing them all on a track together.
that'd be dope. Oh, that'd be a fire hit.
Yeah,
That'd be so dope. So dope.
because you got Jasmine Sullivan on the vocals, Meg Thee Stallion, JT Ratchet Self. Yo, JT Ratchet Self on they rapping or whatever.
That'll
So I
definitely be
wouldn't
a.
mind, seeing that collab. Well, before we go to Kodak,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, Boosie, I think that man could be a comedian. Y'all, Boosie posted, he was on live, and his mom had on a one piece bathing suit. He gonna ask his mama, "Where you going with? Where your 2 piece at? You need to have your cheeks out." Y'all, this man is hilarious. This man is freaking hilarious. Telling his mother she need to put on a 2 piece. His mother should be like 60 something. You know what I'm saying? About
But
you
it
need to.
was he did posted something before he put that out saying how his mom had on a one piece and the man still was on her.
And she was like, no, his mom was like, I got one man. So you wouldn't say hi to somebody hers and this man in a restaurant or whatever. I was like, y'all funny.
So with the
I
Kodak,
cannot find that Kodak story.
yeah, I got it.
Oh.
Kodak Black lawyer says a judge granted the artist non-reporting probation, meaning that he can relocate as desired and go on tour. So y'all be on the lookout for Kodak in y'all city. And here,
Yeah,
yeah,
my man about to go on tour. That man is funny.
nah, he
Who
is
was
funny.
that? Who he said could get it?
Jada. He said Jada need to be with a man like him. He was
Y'all,
he,
that man. Y'all, he did a whole video. He was like, "You don't need Will. You don't need nobody like Will.
he
You need
said
somebody like me."
he said you need to get you a me. Get you a me.
He
You
said,
need a
"Now,"
nigga
he
like
said,
me.
"Cause Tupac ain't been on real gangster. That boy, he was in acting school, all that. You need to be with me.
He said he said
You don't
Jada.
deserve Will Smith."
Yes, he said she do not deserve Will. She deserve
Oh
him.
my
So
goodness.
Jada, like I mean, if you want another young man,
Yeah, I hate to love Kodak, but
but
then
he is funny.
Kodak Black has be having me on the floor. Like
But you got
I
that
be broke.
he is being himself, so that's why you gotta like him, like for real, for real. He do not care. That man went on live and said, "Get you a me."
Get you a me. Get you a me.
Oh wow.
My boy is funny. I love Kodak Blow, but I don't like him.
Oh, that is funny. That is funny.
So our last what's tea in the street is Christian Omasilis Abumasilis.
Hmm.
His brother said that we cannot do this with our community in statement addressing Christian's previous tweets about black people and women. So y'all know the story with the white girl Courtney killing the black guy Christian. She stabbed him to death, and they still don't know what the real situation is. Nobody knows what really happened. She still hasn't told the story, but she's out here walking around free without a care in the world or whatever. So, his brother said, as a family, we strongly disagree with the ignorant and repulsive tweets from my then high school age brother that have recently surfaced. However, the tweets do not diminish our demand for a thorough investigation in Toby's murder or negate the necessary for justice. It's been a week since my brother was brutally and senselessly killed. Courtney Taylor Kaylee's actions have not been met with an ounce of remorse. We've seen videos of Courtney kissing her dogs while covered in what we believe to be my brother's blood and casually getting drinks at a hotel bar days later while my brother lays in the morgue.
That's
So,
crazy.
Toby, he has a thing against black women. And he's been ranting out against black women since like 2010, 2012. Some of his tweets was, can't believe one of my followers thinks I talk to black girls when I don't.
Mm.
Another one is, one of my followers, black girls are born knowing how to shake they ass. Me. Honestly, I don't care. They're not my type. He also says the way black girls degrade themselves on TV, and then goes on to say black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. And he was not done. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. Martin's show is just too funny. Gina be hitting too much with her loud black self. Can't believe. And then the thirst of black people in college, shaking my head. And then he says, LOL, I love white people. Shit. Me too. White titties greater than black titties, just saying. Ha ha. So now it's a controversy where, a lot of black women are saying this ain't our fight. We out of it. They
Mm.
got this. They got this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Damn.
I don't know,
Mm.
baby. I see. You got to be careful.
Gotta
You
be
got to be, and this
careful.
is what we said. You got to be careful with your words.
Gotta be
You got to be
careful.
careful with your words, because while we shaking our ass and while we being too loud, that white bitch killed you.
She was plotting on your ass.
That white bitch killed your ass while
You
we were twerking and being too loud.
and we would have just cooked you a good meal and hold your ass
That is
down.
it. We gonna curse you out, but you still gonna be good.
So, hey,
I feel like he still deserves justice though, because I believe nobody deserved to get their life taken
yeah,
that way. But
damn.
this ain't our fight.
I mean,
Not funny, but this ain't our fight.
because I mean,
But yeah, that's always tea in the streets.
so now we're gonna move on to phase 5 is dissecting those lyrics. And the song that we got, I don't remember the name of the song, but I know it's Chloe's song.
So yeah, so we're gonna do Chloe Bailey. It's called "Treat Me." Yeah, first of all, before we even go on to dissecting this song, I'm gonna give my flowers to Chloe, because a lot of people has been hating on my girl. They trying to, you know, diminish her,
They still see her as a little girl,
bring
and
her
she's grown as
down.
hell.
Yes, so they trying to compare her to Beyonce. Like, we know she signed with Beyonce and Jay-Z. We know that Beyonce is training her, and she a lot of her dances and the way a lot of her stuff come from Beyonce or whatever. So a lot of people are saying that, oh, Beyonce wouldn't do this and Beyonce wouldn't do that. But honestly, I believe that if Beyonce was 20 something years old in 2022, I believe that Beyonce will be doing that. People got to understand, these are two different eras. There was
Mm-hmm.
not no social media back then when Beyonce was growing up, when Beyonce was, you know.
And my thing is, Beyonce is such a private person and always been a private person. So who's to say
Yes.
that she didn't do none of this
Always.
stuff?
First of all, Beyonce is ratchet. I'm gonna say that
Come
now.
on
If you're a
now.
real beehive, you will know that Beyonce is a true ratchet miss. Did y'all not see that video with her, Michelle, and Kelly, and she was high? And what she said she wanted to be,
A
Sam?
whale,
Okay, she
a
wanted to be a
motherfucking
whale. That girl
whale.
was high. Her eyes was
They
low.
all was,
Okay.
listen, stop
You know what I'm
playing.
saying? But I love Chloe Bailey, and I do
Oh,
not want her to dim her light for anybody. And I love that how confident she is. And I love how
mm-hmm.
she is continuing to do what she want to do, because she want to do it, because she want to turn, because she's comfortable in her skin. Like, she don't. Why she has to be a whole, like, if this was a white person, would y'all still feel that same way? No, y'all would not.
And this girl is like, y'all, she's in her early 20s. She's living
Like,
life. She's
right.
enjoying
She's a
herself.
generation. She's a generational Z. Why can't she just be like everybody else? How come you can go and twerk and do this and that, but she can't? Like, I
It
just
makes no
hate. I
sense.
hate that, and it's really so hard for people in the media. It's so hard for celebrities and influencers and stuff like that, because everybody has an opinion, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody opinion, quote unquote, matters. You know what I'm saying? But I love Chloe Bailey, and
Oh,
I'm gonna give her
yes.
flowers now. Y'all gonna continue to hate on her, but she gonna continue to do her thing, and she gonna continue to stack her coins, and she gonna continue to make way more money than you.
Cause
So I
period.
mean,
Why you hating from outside the club? Can't even get
yeah,
in.
you can't even get it. Lego. So
Sure.
we're gonna start off with "Treat Me." I gotta listen to the beginning of the song to get the rhythm again. Treat me like you treat me. Okay, I'm trying to listen to the first verse of this song.
Like I heard the song, but I was when I was listening to the song, I was watching the video at the same time, and I was more intrigued with the
Mm-hmm.
video, so I really didn't really pay attention to the song. But we about to break it down, so I'm gonna have to go back and listen to
This
it
is
after
a
we
good
record.
Turkey song. I love the video too.
The
And
video
y'all
is
gotta
dope.
look at her TikTok. Her TikTok to this song. Okay, y'all need to
But
stop playing. Cause let me tell y'all, Chloe is the next big thing. Y'all gotta stop sleeping on my
and
girl.
it is
Chloe is the next big thing, and y'all gotta stop comparing her to her sister Haley because Chloe and Haley are two different people. They
two
have two
different
different
people.
personalities, and they have two different wants and needs. Like they are so different. They are so different.
They still trying
They
to
are
see her.
so different.
Yes, we saw this girl grow up from singing when she was younger,
Right.
being in movies, but that's not like she's a grown woman now. She's a whole adult out
I think
here.
she's 25 now, right?
Yeah, she's a whole
Yeah,
adult out here. She's
she
not
grown.
the fuck. Stop playing on her
But
top.
let's get the rhythm so we can dissect this.
Okay. Hmm.
To find someone who know how to handle. Okay, so she gonna first say, yeah, make sure y'all go look at the video though. She gonna say, you know, you go broke trying to handle me.
Stop playing. That's
Take
a
it
lot.
from someone who know how to handle me.
Who?
I need that real grown kind of energy.
Mm.
Do you know? Do
Do
you
you
know?
know?
Because that's what I'm talking about. Listen,
She say you.
I need somebody that's that real grown kind of. I need a real grown kind of energy. I ain't got time for you broke niggas. I ain't got time for you niggas that don't know how to handle me. For you childish. I ain't got time for none
You
of them.
better know how
Okay,
to come with it.
because you dealing with a lot of competition. You're
Huh.
gonna have to do a lot as kissing. You know I got someone. You know I got someone with the time to listen. Tell me, boy, do you know? Do you know?
Mm.
Because baby, let me tell you something. I'm ordering in some, okay? And you ain't the only one looking for me, okay?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Come on
Okay.
now. Okay, come on now. Come on
Okay. Cause she
now.
trying to let y'all know you ain't the only one looking for me.
Like, you better come with it.
Or get lost. Do it every night. Show me a good time. You can too. I let you try. Oh, this right here, your chance. Learn it from the best. Here's
Here's
what you
what you
gotta
gotta
do.
do. Treat
Treat
me.
me like I treat me. So
Oh.
let's
Mm.
first of all, this is for the men in the back and the front and the side and the
Treat me
side.
like I treat me.
You don't come into my life and try to treat me worse than how I treat myself.
Cause you're not about to
You
lower my
gonna treat
standards.
me how I treat me, or no matter of fact, you gonna treat me better than I treat me. All right. I don't want you to treat me like how I treat me. Treat me better than how I treat me.
Cause I ain't about to lower
Period.
my standards for your ass. The
And you know I
fuck?
do it right. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Treat
Treat
me
me like
like
I
I
treat
treat
me.
me.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Oh, make
Oh,
it
it
feel
feels
so
so
nice.
nice. Rocking
Rocking everywhere,
everywhere.
rocking
Rocking
everywhere.
everywhere.
Treat me like a treat me. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Let me like I love me completely and deeply. You know what I'm saying? So basically, my girl just trying to say, treat me like I treat me. Like don't try to come in my life and try to treat me like I ain't shit, like I'm trash, like I'm bottom of the barrel, like I'm just some, you know. Treat me how I treat me because I treat myself like I'm royalty. I'm
Okay.
big on self care and self love. I love myself unconditionally, and I want you to love me unconditionally too.
So if you ain't
I'm
coming
not
with
gonna cheat
that
on me, so you
energy,
don't cheat on me. I'm not gonna lie to me, so you're not gonna lie to me. I'm
anything
not gonna
less,
hurt me, so you're not gonna hurt me.
sis said in the next verse, well, the next verse, that I like that line. She was like, exceptional. Anything less is unacceptable.
Period. Don't get me wrong, I'm flexible, but
Oh,
only in the ways my legs can go. Only in the
oh,
ways my legs can go, baby. Confessional, I'm skeptical. Because being on my level is difficult.
mm,
You better wake up and put me on a pedestal. I bet
mm,
I know. Do you know?
mm.
Mm, 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 mm. Period.
Yeah, stop
Treat me
playing.
like I treat me. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Hey, hey. I
Stop.
like this song. I
I'm
love
about to say,
Chloe
yeah, I'm
Bailey.
definitely gonna have to go back and just
I like this song, and it just is what it is. Y'all stop sleeping on my girl or whatever. But yeah,
definitely gonna have to go back and play this.
yeah, that's all
Most.
I got.
Go listen to the song because I got to. So that's dissect those lyrics, y'all. We're gonna move on to phase 6.
7, 6,
5.
bang, 4.
We got phase Phase 6. It's time for the game. It's time for the game. So we're gonna play word association. Um, so we're gonna come throw some words at each other, and we got 5 seconds to sing a song that got the words in it.
What's your mama?
Song. You
Let's sing a
you
song.
ready?
Huh? Oh, that's not the word?
Well,
Wait, you said song, that's the word?
no, that's not the word. I was asking, are you ready to? You got your.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so my first word is heart.
I'm a broken hearted girl.
Who's saying this?
I'm a broken hearted. Beyonce broken hearted girl.
Okay. I thought you made that up just now. I ain't even started counting. Your ass already had a song.
Love.
Love.
Hey!
So
So many
many
things
things
I
I gotta
gotta
tell
tell you.
you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's on you.
I said love.
I just sung a song.
Okay, you gotta say a word.
Oh, it's on me.
What's wrong with them? What is too I don't like it.
Ooh, shoot.
I don't like it.
Um, war.
It's
One,
a war. What's it? It's a war.
two,
It's a war.
three,
It's a war.
four.
World War One. I'm coming through the sun.
Four.
You
No,
better
ma'am.
see me in the streets, baby. I'm a done.
I thought.
Dun dun
No,
dun
ma'am. No, ma'am.
dun dun dun
I,
dun dun dun.
I thought you was gonna say love and war.
I was trying to
Tamar.
think of that gospel song. War, it's a
Oh
war. Isn't that how it go? It's a war.
no. Oh, I think is it war cry?
Yeah,
Okay,
war. It's
I
a
know.
war. All right, my go. Tree,
Tree.
tree, bitch.
Oh no, that ain't it. That ain't it. I was about. Hold on. Oh, rock my baby in the treetop. That's the
Oh.
only song I can think of.
Oh my goodness.
Which that count.
Yeah.
Um. Let's see. Free.
I am free.
Free.
Thank the Lord. I'm free. It's
Mm,
no longer now.
mm, mm.
No more chain holding me.
Sing it.
Oh, my heart's a blessing.
Ain't that?
Yes. Ain't that a
I gotta get this part.
blessing? Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm
I'm free.
free.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Mm.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Stand.
Stand. How does song go? You just stand. What's Donnie McClurkin song?
You can tell people that don't go to church.
That's the only one I can think of.
That's the only part I know.
You just
You just
stand.
and we should praise dance to that song. We gotta do better.
Oh man.
Stand through the fire.
Stand.
Stand,
That's the only thing I can remember.
stand. Okay.
Oh, after you done all you
No, you
can,
can.
you
You
just
just
stand. Ah,
stand.
there you go. There you go. Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Hmm.
Can you use it in a sentence?
What's a song that got rainbow in it?
Um, the inty binty spider went up the spider's brow. Down came the sun and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and shining all the rain. And the rainbow came out and rained the
No.
spider out. Oh, um, Rihanna's song.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of how to talk. Rainbow.
Um, remember
Rainbow.
Kayla had danced to that song?
Yeah. I know. Oh. Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about. Cause ain't the song name Rainbow?
Umbrella.
Oh.
Under my umbrella. I like that ain't got a
And
rainbow.
it what? They ain't Rainbow. I was thinking of the song. I can't get the tune, but it's on Annie.
It's a hard now life for
Oh, the sun
us
will come out tomorrow. No,
tomorrow.
do that.
That's the
That Rainbow in.
Bible. No.
Oh.
I don't know where you get rainbow from.
Mm.
My guy.
That was just a random word, child.
That don't count. So you don't even know no song with rainbow in it.
I sure don't.
My next word will be forgive.
Forgive. Baby, please forgive me now. I'm sorry I did you wrong.
Who's in it?
Mm.
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
That's
Thy
not a
kingdom
song.
come, thy will be
Oh,
done on
on
earth
earth as
as
it
it is
is.
in
Okay.
forgive. Oh, we gotta do better.
Oh man. Okay, I'm about to give you one more word. Um, shit. Let me see. Let me see.
Man, give me a good word. I don't even know a whack word now.
All right. Let's see. Somebody.
Somebody love you, baby. Hey.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
oh.
uh,
Somebody love
somebody.
you, baby.
Mm,
Yes, ma'am.
mm, mm. Oh man.
Okay, this my go. This is the last one. It's about to be a banger.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna hit you with the hate.
I hate that I love you.
Mm.
Ah,
Oh,
and I
I
hate that
hate
I
that I need
need
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so much. Yeah, that song.
You sent to me something
That's
glad that
Neo's
I
song, right?
passed, yeah.
Okay.
And I hate how much
I
I
love
love
you.
you, boy. I can't stand how
How
much
much I
I need
need
you.
you.
And I hate how much
I
I
love
love
you,
you,
boy.
boy. But I
I
just
just
can't let
can't
you
let you
go. And I hate that I love
go.
you so.
So
All right. So yeah, Y'all saw how that went. So y'all ask these questions again. I can't wait till we start getting questions.
For
So
real.
we're gonna skip phase 7 once again. I'm about to start forcing y'all to ask these questions because I'm tired of this.
I'm about to sign them DM. It's like, y'all, you got a
What's your
question.
question? What's your question?
What's your question? They be like, what?
Okay. So before we end it with a quote of today, I do want to mention that our next episode will be our season finale, and we will be doing a giveaway. So y'all stay tuned for the giveaway for our season finale, and we're gonna give a giveaway to our biggest fan.
Yes,
So we're
ma'am.
gonna know who be listening, and who be watching, or whatever. So our season finale will be on Thursday, the April the 14th at 8 o'clock p.m. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes, ma'am.
And our Faith A.'s quote of today. What's your quote, my girl?
My quote is dream without fear, love without limits.
I like that. Dream without fear, love without limits.
Love without
That's
limits.
cute. That's real cute.
Yes, ma'am. What's your quote? What's your quote?
My quote is don't shrink yourself for someone else's comfort.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Don't do it, people.
Do not. Because that's what y'all want Chloe Bailey to do.
And she ain't
Y'all
finna
want her to
do it.
shrink yourself so y'all can feel comfortable.
Huh.
But my girl ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen.
Y'all only about
Never.
to get real uncomfortable.
Never. But I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Make sure if you're listening to send us a question.
Send them
Send us
questions.
questions, send us comments, send us topics y'all want to hear from us. Talk to us. Let us know. Let us
Cause
know.
I just want y'all to know, we know y'all listening. We
We
know y'all
know.
like listen. We can see that y'all listening.
We know that, baby. We got people in Mexico listening.
Cause stop playing. We can see that y'all listening. So don't be afraid.
Well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys have a good night. And I will
Yes.
see and hear from you guys on Thursday.
Bye.
Peace
Love.
and happiness.